Well, we were standing here on Tuesday night dissecting a 4-0 defeat. Today it's a 3-0 victory against the side that's second in the league. Explain.
It's hard to explain, but we did spend a lot of time with the players on Thursday and obviously today. From our perspective, the staff's perspective, we felt that all of us, and that includes me, weren't at it enough on Tuesday. We didn't have any intensity on Tuesday, and it's a lesson learned. If you're not at it in this league, you'll lose games. And whilst I give a lot of credit to Bournemouth on the night, we were shocking. Shambolic display from us, and it hurt me, and it hurt Birdie, and it hurt the players. And there was a real focus today on at least putting in a performance that the supporters could say, yeah, that's a Sutton United team. Whether you won or lost, that was important to us. And you know, there's a few nervous people driving up the motorway today, because when you lose like that in football, if you lose again, then it puts you right under pressure. And traditionally we react very, very well to being beaten. But the manner of the performance Tuesday night really, really struck me as something which was unacceptable. And you know, that reflected as well in the pick of the team today. I don't know if many people would have expected that particular team, but you know, Bailey was back fit, which was important to us. Jamie Collins was fit. Bolonaro is now back fit, and you know, we've just spoken earlier about who was the man of the match, and you gave me about 7 names, and that reflects that probably all 11 today were 7s and 8s. And on Tuesday night we were at best 3s and 4s, and that's a big upgrade.
And I gather just after the game you've had a word with the players as well and reminded them.
Yeah, so we had you know, we've had another. That's why I was a bit late for you today. You know, we've had 20 minutes with them in there and just said, look, you know, whilst that was good today, never ever forget that performance from Tuesday night, because you know that will never happen again, as far as I'm concerned, and nor from the players' perspective. They were very upset with themselves. We were upset with ourselves. And unfortunately, you know, we turned up here Tuesday on the back of a really good run. I thought the atmosphere Tuesday was awful as well. Very few people in the ground, about 7 Bournemouth fans, and we got suckered into this real blasé performance, blasé attitude from us all. And you know, I think today was a brilliant game for us, knowing that Wrexham would travel with probably 400, that we'd have over 2,000 in the ground, and that they really had only lost 1 game all season and were flying. They'd just beaten Ebbsfleet 4-1, and that's the nature of football. You know, we get beat 4-0 on Tuesday, and now we come back and win 3-0, and it could have been 5 or 6. You know, fantastic 3 saves from their goalkeeper that stopped it. And I felt we were getting on top, well on top, when the guy and lad got sent off. My view on that, no different to Jamie Collins. It was a good yellow, maybe an amber, as we've described it. But he should have been booked in the first half when he took Jonah out. I mean, that's a yellow card. So the referee's got it right in a roundabout way, I suppose. But if you look at the video, unfortunately, you can't just show any studs these days. And you know, I don't think it had a huge impact on the game in the end, because at that point we got on top.
2 up by then, and the goal after 15 minutes, just what we needed really, the early goal.
Yeah, and they started well actually. I mean, you know, it didn't surprise me. We had a slightly nervous start, and they had 2 or 3 situations just going through the middle of our defence, and they were linking up well. You know, they're a good side, fantastic football club. You know, to bring that support, we looked at that today, and for me, they're a good league club really. And again, people have got to recognise that. You know, we're a part-time club against a Wrexham team that probably travelled down Friday night. You know, have had all the goodies attached to it. Have been on a fantastic run, full-time manager. And we still, you know, got that real hunger to want to compete against those types of teams, and that's what I felt was lacking from us on Tuesday.
And we got Craig Eastman goal just after half time as well, a little bit like Bournemouth's 4th on Tuesday, sort of sparked out any comeback. Yeah,
and you know, from that point on as well, I thought Wrexham, you know, they certainly carried on trying as we did on Tuesday night. But it's really hard to keep going in those circumstances, because you know, with 10 men and 3-0. That's the end of the game. As I said, Bailey struck one in the top corner. That's a magnificent save. Aaron Dryden deserved his first goal as well. Brilliant save from the keeper. But you know, good for the people that came in. Wayne Brown, I thought, was outstanding today. The energy that he gave us in midfield. I thought Kieran Cadogan showed again what a very, very good player he is. And all we've asked of Kieran is to be more productive in, you know, either scoring or assisting in his deliveries. And you know, he got picked today on the back of being patient, training particularly well. You know, and we have got, thankfully, a squad that you can rotate, and you know, I thought today we got it right.
And were all the changes today of a tactical nature, or were there some injuries involved as well?
No, for the first time this season we had all 20 people available, so it was a very, very difficult drive coming up as well, knowing that Kenny Davis and Ross weren't even going to make the bench. That Dan Wishart, chiropractor this morning, so Wish was injured, wasn't available. Having said that, he wouldn't have been in the 16. Aswood, people commented about Tuesday night, his absence was for flu and sickness as well. So we lost Aswood Tuesday as well, so Wish played, and unfortunately, he didn't do himself any favours on the night. And obviously Ross Warner, I don't tend to name a keeper on the bench, so even driving up, knowing we had to leave the likes of, Lafayette and Davis out, was a difficult. It's a difficult thing to do.
And another home game on Tuesday. We really want to press home today's performance.
That was the reason for the conversation after tonight. That there's no way that we can relax on Monday and Tuesday next week like we did the week before. We had a good result at Havant, and the Monday and the Tuesday leading up to the Boreham Wood game wasn't good enough. And I said, not good enough from us all. It's not just we see ourselves as a group. We win and lose together. We're very tight as a group. I think you saw that today. But also, you've got to give credit as well that when players, like Wayne Brown come into the team and Kieran Cadogan come into the team, it's for them to go and take that chance they've been given. I thought Jonah today was outstanding. But again, we've had to be careful with him. It's a lad who's been injured for a year with a broken leg. And he's had bit parts and done very, very well. I thought he had a good first game for us at Maidstone, but then just tweaked his groin. We get him up to Airdrie, he was going to start Airdrie, and he just felt a little hamstring. So when someone's 6'3" and only 19, 20 years of age and their body's still growing, you can't, be very, very careful how you bring them forward. But Jonah and Tommy Wright particularly give you that unbelievable energy as well, and that youth, which I thought was important. But for me, the key thing today was getting the spine of the team back in Collins and Bailey. When they play, we're a man's team. It's very noticeable Tuesday night that Boreham Wood 6 experienced players were running the game, running the referee, running the game in terms of where their other players should be. And it was a big thing to get Collins and Bailey back into that team today.
Brilliant. Thanks a lot, Paul.
Thanks, Tony.